Hello and welcome once again to Hypertier Racing. We're at round 13, lucky for some, and we're at the uh, famous Imola track for the Emilia Romagna Grand Prix, should I say. Alongside me in the commentary box again is my Tier 2 Championship rival, sort of, is Azure. Azure, say hello.
Hello, everyone. Hope we're all doing well.
And we are seconds away from going into the Grand Prix for tonight. So I'm just going to whack that announcement up for everyone to ready up. As you can
I like.
see from the settings, it is going to be a slightly different format tonight. So I hope you're ready for a bit of a roller coaster. Azure, sorry, what were you going to say?
I was just about to say. I like how you say that I'm your championship rival. Yet there's a whole other like nine drivers to pick from.
Yeah, well, they're not the important ones, really, so
No.
it's fine. We're securing the 1-2 in Imola tomorrow, but for now, all attention is
Yeah.
on
Me first. You
tonight.
second.
Sure, why not? Um, Talking of standings and stuff, I think it was confirmed that Positive did win the Tier 1 title last week at Las
It
Vegas with
was.
his third place. So the fight really is for second in the drivers' standings. Just going to bring that up on my screen. So Matthew currently has that 302 points he's on, 100 points beyond Positive, but Matthew on 302, Creations on 300, and Nesbe on 288. So it really is a bit of a fight, and we're going to go into one-shot quali to see where those three in particular will qualify for this race.
Well, as you said, one shot. Only just got that one chance to qualify high on the grid. You wouldn't want to make any mistakes because if you do, then that's going to result in a loss of time or invalidation.
Yeah, it's almost you've got to
Things
put in
at the
a
back.
safe lap, I think, sometimes. Just, play it safe on the track limits or, like, just don't take a chance here and there and just make sure that you.
Yeah, yeah, because there's a lot of places around Imola where you can invalidate. For example, the Aqua Millerani se section of the track. It's easy to invalidate there.
Yeah, I also think the chicane at turns 14 and 15 can claim a few victims, that's for sure. So we'll see what
I
happens
especially think
here.
it's through the right-hander of the chicane instead of the left-hander. The right-hander, I always find it easy to invalidate there because I turn in a little bit early.
It's certainly hard to really pick the ideal racing line there, that's for sure.
Yeah, I do think the main points of invalidation around this track are coming out of turn 6, which is the end of sector 1,
Yeah, you
through
go
11,
wide there,
12,
definitely.
13, and 14, 15.
Yeah. Even the last corner, well, if you call it the
That's
last
a
corner,
nightmare of a corner.
but the second of Ravazza anyway, at 18. Yeah, you can run wide there and get it wrong. So, um, yeah, we'll see what happens here. A few tier two reserves, reserve in this race here, but as I say, all eyes I think will be on the front instead. Weather looks quite
Yeah,
dry.
it does. And I was just about to say, it still amazes me how there's I'm going to turn down my audio because that is loud.
Um,
I was just about to say, it still amazes me how there's 19 turns around this track.
yeah,
I don't ex I don't normally think the first and last corner are turns, but they are.
so Armor King led
They're
into
just
turn one, so he's probably got low wings. We've just seen, I think, Mantis lose it at turn two.
positive is out.
Positive gone. I don't know if that's a mistake or he's just chosen to do that. It's Alex F1 leading the way as they go round Tosa now.
Go on,
Hassel's down in
Alex.
ninth. Matthew now taking the lead in the Williams as they make their way round turns 9 and 10. I'm on board with Hurricane as it stands, but it quickly changes in one-shot quali.
Yeah, Armor King's just dislodged Alex from P2, and Creation's moving up to P4 now.
Yeah, two McLarens together in fifth and sixth as we go through that chicane that we were talking about
Oh,
earlier.
Alex is back into P2, but I think Matthew is just a bit further ahead.
Armour King back up to P2. It's a fight between the two Alexes there. Matthew leading the way, though. He keeps it in bounds at the final corner at turn 18. And does a 1:14.5, 3/10
Sniggy
clear.
disqualified and Harvey disqualified.
Oh, I wonder where they might have cut the track. They obviously relegated to
I
the
think
back
it
of
might
the
have
grid.
been. Yeah, I think it might have been through the. Well, what I say is the last corner, but then yet again, it's not really the last corner because I'm on about turn 18.
But there you go. Matthew sets an early marker. Really trying to
Yeah,
get
like
that
five
P2 in the
drivers.
standings.
5 drivers not setting a time. 3 of them disqualified.
Oh, yeah. A bit of work to do then for the guys at the back, but obviously the sprint race does allow them to do that.
Yep, and I think this just proves the gap between some of the tier 1 drivers to the tier 2 drivers. Because let's take Matthew, for example, a 14.5, then let's take Nathan, a 16.3.
Yeah.
1.8 gap.
That's no
I think that
disrespect
just
to
goes to
Nathan,
show
because
that-
he's flying in the tier 2 championship as well.
Oh, he is. He is. He's currently P. Oh, that's tier 1. Nathan is currently top 8. Yeah, he's 8th.
Yeah, but
2 points
not
ahead
act-
of.
not actually
2 points
that
ahead of you,
far
actually.
away. Yeah, from the top of the standing. So, I think this track is all about rhythm, and tier 1 drivers, once they get in it, they are very, very quick.
Anyway, it's time for the sprint race.
Yeah, looks to be dry again.
I think it might be dry.
Most will be doing, I think, a no-stopper medium tyres, but there's always one that likes to throw a curveball.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we see a little bit of rain. It does look like rain could be on the verge, but then again, I wouldn't be surprised if it stays dry.
And you wouldn't be surprised if a safety car comes out, and that might influence some decisions too.
Oh, when it comes to Imola, I'm always thinking that there's going to be a safety car.
Just going to run over the constructors' standings as well, because there is a fight for that as well. McLaren leading the way on 546. And then come the Mercedes duo of Creations of Smiggy, 510. Red Bull not too far behind with 475. So, again, a bit of a fight at the top of that. So things not all decided as we're here in the penultimate round. Most HTR seasons usually only last here to round 12, so we are in unknown territory for since probably a few seasons back, where we used to have 14 races a season.
Yeah, how many seasons was it where you had 12 races?
I think it was like seasons 4, 5, 6, and 7. That's a
Fair
guess.
enough. I'm just going back to last season to see who won the race in Imola, but I can't remember when it was, or maybe I just don't see it.
I don't even know if we
I don't
raced
think
Imola
I don't
last
think it
season.
is.
I don't
We
think we
did
did.
because
Did we? Oh, we did.
we did because I was in the Aston and I won. Yeah, the tier 2 results were there, but I don't see any tier 1 results for Imola.
Oh. I don't know then.
Yeah, they've you've skipped one of them. You've skipped Imola because it's just not there.
I could bring up the spreadsheet, but that takes some finding to do, so I won't do
Nah,
that.
don't worry about it.
So we're going to tell everyone to go.
I think most people are going to be going for the mediums. I think if you're going to go for the softs, you're lucky. Oh, not again.
Well, just an early safety car, and you bring the softs right into play, don't you? So I hear the countdown now, so just as soon as we see the formation lap commencing, we'll just change everything for the viewers there. Titan asking for rain tomorrow. And there you go, there are some on softs. Matthew and Alex F1 going with the softs, as is a Nesbe in one of the McLarens, and Smiggy towards the back. As Matthew's raced away here, by the way, on the formation lap.
Yeah, I'm still getting attacked here, but I'm gonna have to deal with it.
Talking of getting attacked, it means Matthew and Alex will try and get away from Creations, and it will probably be Hurricane and Nesbe fighting it out. That's where you're going to see the competition on track.
Yeah, like I said before I was interrupted, I do think you're going to be much safer on the mediums than you will be on the soft, because I think Imola does eat into the tyres a little bit more than other tracks.
Oh, Armour King is round on the formation.
Well,
everyone else seems
always
to be...
expect to spin round Aquamillerani.
Yeah, it's just one of those where it's just got, I don't know, different elements of the two corners that like really can throw your car out.
Yeah. Especially, well, as we said, through Aquamillerani, and I think through the chicane that we just saw everybody go through. I think that's another place of spinning.
I'd be intrigued to see what happens with Armour, because he was leading into turn 1. It makes me think that he's running low downforce setup, because obviously not really many straights on this track, and the start-finish straight is where arguably is the longest bit of tarmac where you can put the foot down and get your top speed.
Yep, and the only DRS straight on this track as well.
Oh, I'm getting stitched
Don't
up on the
forget.
camera. Oh no, I'm not. Yes. 5 lights are on.
I did.
And we might be going sometime soon. And we are. Oh, there's a Red Bull getting out of shape early doors at the back. That's positive. As Matthew leads the way, gets the good start off the soft tyre. And Nesbe trying to sneak his way through. Ooh,
Oh, a bit of contact.
bit of contact, but I think everyone's through.
Alex is round.
Alex
is round.
F1, no. One of the early pace setters.
No, he's
And
retired.
retired on track, hasn't he? I just saw him in the background.
He has, yes.
That could be...
And Smiggy's in the wall.
And it's a VSC. Smiggy is in the wall with no
He's
front
got no
wing.
front wing. I can hear it in the background.
Oh, what? The stream?
Yeah.
So good, I repeated it. So it's a VSC. Matthew lead in the way. Creations up into second, and Nesbe using those soft tyres to good effect up into third. The two Hasses fourth and fifth.
My controller's died.
And then Hurricane, Basketball Dan, the 2 Alfa Romeos, and Latifi rounds off the top 10. Sorry, what were you going to say?
I was just about to say before my controller died, Positive hasn't made up any moves apart from making 2 where people have spun.
Yeah, he is on no line. He has admitted for tonight's race, so take him.
Oh, he's going
The
brave.
assists down,
I like it.
and we're off and racing again. So
That
and
seems to be a
Nesbe
good restart by
attacking.
Matthew and Nesbe.
Yeah, oh, stitched up with the camera again. And Nesbe is through and into second. That fight for second in the championship. The top 3 are in it, and yeah, that could be exciting. Armour King trying to keep Creations honest there for the last place on the podium.
Yep, and the top 3, all Mercedes manufactured engines. The Williams, McLaren, and Mercedes. But followed behind by the 2 Hasses,
Yeah, a good
who
start from
seem
the
to be
Haas
doing
team.
pretty well.
Yeah, Smiggy has pitted for a new front wing. Matthew has already got a 1.2 second gap at the front.
I'm surprised Nathan's actually hanging on the back of the pack. Hanging on to Basketball Dan pretty well here. 5.5 attempts roundabout.
Yeah, and Harvey
he's
is getting under
actually
pressure by
gapping his
Latifi. Yeah, Harvey seems to be struggling there. Oh, and then Latifi's made the mistake. Oh, and he's gone. He's definitely gone into the side of Harvey there. That's certainly going to be looked at by the stewards.
It will be, because that's cost Harvey 2 places now.
There's no safety car or anything, as Nesbe sets the fastest lap.
No, I think that contact was more tyre than anything, so I don't think Harvey's going to suffer much damage. But if he is, then it's probably going to be towards the floor more than it's going to be... Or maybe underbody, I think. I'm not too sure. Latifi's in the pit.
Yeah, probably going in for a new front wing. I'm just keeping my eye on Hurricane. He's trying to apply pressure to David. Oh, as we see, who's that going off? Basketball Dan having a moment.
Going wide. And that's caused Nathan to be right on the back, down the inside.
Oh, they've touched. Oh. Nathan got on the inside curve. Basketball Dan ran wide on exit.
Yeah, but I think Nathan was just ahead, but he wasn't in the best position to go for the corner. And what's happened to Basketball Dan?
What has happened to Basketball Dan? He's missing a front wing.
And it's another VSC. Latifi's left the session.
So maybe whilst we've got a VSC for the debris on track, I'll try and quickly invite Latifi back to the lobby.
Yeah. Actually, I think with these 2 VSCs, it's going to help the soft runners a lot. Because it's not going to eat in their tyres as much as normal. And there we go. Back to racing we go.
Yeah, I'm just going to quickly see if I can... No, I can't find him to invite there. DRS enabled for now.
Yeah, Basketball Dan's in the pits now.
Latifi's stuck. His AI is stuck and disqualified himself for it.
Oh, well done.
Yeah, Basketball Dan sticking on the hards, which is an interesting one.
Then yet again, he was on the mediums, and I think he might want to save a set of mediums for the race. Yeah. So that's why he's not going on to them. But I do have to wonder, who do you think would be at fault for the Nathan Basketball Dan collision?
I think it's a very difficult place to make an overtake. That's the only thing I would
It is, but it
of.
Was on somebody who made a mistake themselves, so I don't blame Nathan for going for the move. Oh,
talking about Nathan
going for the move.
Ooh, he's definitely through on Mantis there. The tier 2 drivers just clashing at the chicane there, and it's nicely done.
Yep, definitely not a bad move there by Nathan, and there seems to be a yellow flag. That might be for Latifi's.
Hurricane right on David here in the DRS.
I need to see this. Yeah, but I think he might be trowel.
Probably the right thing to do is back out of that. David also had DRS off his teammate as Mantis gets past Nathan on the DRS straight too. Left, right and centre here.
I'm not going to talk about that voice crack I just had. Seem to get them a lot nowadays. Yeah, that yellow flag glitch is going to be annoying to us, I think.
Yeah, might just make things difficult as Hurricane and David are in the wall together.
Oh no!
Hurricane's missing the front wing. David doesn't look too badly affected. Positive now in the 5th. Safety car.
Yep. Ooh.
So, yeah, Imola with those lack mediums, of overtaking opportunities. Maybe? Yeah, I think you've got to bet.
Matthew's boxing.
Matthew is boxing. And Nesbe is going to carry on.
Stayed out. Creation stayed out. But Honor King's in the pit. Let's see what Positive does. Who somehow snaked his way up to 5th.
David carrying on, so no damage for him.
Mantis is in. Nathan staying out.
Carrying on.
I think Nathan's going to jump Matthew here. He is.
Oh, it has done.
I'm not sure if it was the right idea for Nesbe to stay out. Might have been.
We'll have to see how that pans out.
Yeah, and yes, fresh softs for those who are boxed, apart from Mantis, who has gone on to a new set of mediums. I don't know why. I mean, I would have stuck with the softs, but you do you.
So it's annoying I missed that incident because it did take two guys going really well off the track completely, causing the safety car. So we'll have a couple of laps behind that. Allows everyone to bunch up.
I'm sure you guys will get a replay from the stewards.
Yeah.
Or in the stewards room, anyways. Oh. I found out the reason for Latifi's...
I've also just seen that.
The storm he's having. Not the best. Ruined my race. Making me lag so I don't know where cars are, then disconnects me. And when I rejoin, I've been DSQ'd. It's not fair, eh? Acting like a young Max Verstappen against a Charles Leclerc, who claims it was nothing but an incident.
So maybe McLaren are playing the team game here, and they just like sort of kept one out, boxed the other. Because obviously they've got a championship to think about here.
They have, because currently they're second, or are they
They're
third?
top. Yeah, they're
Okay.
ahead of Mercedes,
who are currently running second and 11th.
Yeah. Although Mantis is just
second and
boxed.
10th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smiggy will keep his eye on Hurricane. Creations will keep his eye on Nesbe. So, yeah, that constructors fight well and truly on as well.
Yeah, I'm just having a look at the pit stops. I think Mantis didn't set the tyres to softs in time. I think he did want to go into those softs, but accidentally set him to another set of mediums. So that's why I think he's boxed again. I could be completely wrong, but that's what I think.
Yeah, either that or he's gone for the freshest set possible.
Which actually would be pretty smart.
Yeah, there won't be a lot of racing left. There's only 11 laps in this sprint race.
I think safety car is going to be in this lap, I think.
I would assume
because
so.
Mantis is right on the back now. So
maybe Nesbe does think he can keep those tyres in a good shape for just the remaining 4 laps.
I mean, we'll have to see, because it's not going to be easy, that's for sure. I mean, mediums, I think they could go for like 15, 16 laps. Well, they did last year, but I don't know if they've done something with the tyre wear around this track, so I don't know much.
So, yeah, we'll see who's made the right call. There's quite a few different strategies going on here. So I'll keep an eye on the front, if you can keep an eye on the back. Because we're off and racing.
I'll watch from positives on board.
So Nesbe races away, 4 tenths clear of the Mercedes of Creations. David keeping an eye on things despite his incident that caused the safety car. And it's as you were at the front for the top 6.
Smiggy, I think, was looking for a move and there's contact.
Oh, yellow
contact
flag
between Smiggy and Harvey. I think that was a desperate move from Smiggy. I don't think he should have took that. And it's caused a collision. I think it was just a bit too far back as well.
Yeah,
so
in the meantime, Matthew's got past David.
The
2 Haas's are together now. Positive and Nathan are side by side. And Positive is through.
It's going to be like that when you're on a fresh set of softs against oldish mediums. 3-second time penalty for Dan.
Armour let go by his teammate. And Nesbe has really built up a lead here. So maybe staying out has been the right decision for him. Harvey gets a penalty.
Harvey 3-second time penalty. Yeah, maybe it was the right idea to stay out.
Hurricane getting past Nathan as well. Creations gets a penalty. That could be massive.
He's pushing a lot, I think.
Yeah, Matthew really
And
on
here
him
comes
now.
Matthew.
This could be close. No DRS just yet.
Matthew's ahead.
Yeah.
And now Creations is going to be under pressure by Armour King.
Armour King, yeah. It's whether Matthew can close that gap to Enesbe as well, and he has done. Just look how much time has already been made up by that Williams.
Yeah, it was something around about like a second. And now it's gone down to 7/10. Matthew is flying.
Positive is also on the back of David as well, and Hurricane's not too far away either.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a matter of time before Positive gets ahead of that Haas.
Ooh, David, did he get out of shape on exit there? Positive might try
I
up
think
the
it was
inside.
just a little bit. Positive, is he going to make it around the outside?
Good racing.
Oh!
Love that. Positive's going to have the grip, surely.
And he's also going to have the inside lane before the next corner as
His
well.
light's flashing. He's used a lot of ERS for this.
And he's ahead.
But
Oh,
Hurricane is so close. DRS and Naval at the
There
front.
we go,
Matthew's got past Enesbe.
Oh, here comes Hurricane. Hurricane's got them both. And I don't think Positive has... No, David is back ahead of Positive.
Oh, David's gone deep, hasn't he?
Yes, just a little bit. And Positive
Oh,
back ahead.
David's
Oh, it does.
Did he get clipped on
I'm not too
his
sure.
rear?
I couldn't tell. And he's sliding. It's not going to be a safety car, that's for sure, because we've only got 2 laps left.
Meanwhile, Matthew's
That
1.2
big-
clear. Enesbe Creations Armour King separated by just 4/10.
I think that's another for the stewards. And Matthew is flying. If he gets a 3-second time penalty right now, it's going to be absolutely gutting because... Never mind. That's Mantis with a 3-second time penalty.
Yeah.
I was about to say it's an Esbe with the time penalty because, if I'm not mistaken, in Tier 2, Mantis is a McLaren driver. So, I just thought... But he hasn't.
Enesbe does get that penalty though. And this is music to the ears of Matthew. It brings Creations back into play. And he's used DRS to get past.
You cannot script that. You cannot script that as
Armour
much
King trying
as
as
possible.
well. Yeah,
Not
backs out
enough
probably
though for
sensible
him.
with that penalty.
Well, with 2 penalties, with both penalties for Creations and Esbe.
Yeah, just
He's gonna
worth
if he
just staying out of trouble.
stays on the back,
Yeah,
then he's gonna be P2.
yeah. This final lap, just get through it. Matthew well clear of the field.
Oh, Matthew's gone. Matthew is gone.
I'll tell you what, Hurricane will be fancying his chances for a decent result now on the
P3.
podium. Yeah,
I think if he keeps it within the lines, it's P3 for Hurricane. Positive might be P4.
will be close. We'll see what happens. Matthew, as we see, just pass the chicane for the final time in this sprint race.
I'm going to keep my eye on Positive, see if he does jump up to P4, if he's quick enough, but he is flashing, like we mentioned the lap prior.
So Matthew crossing the line. He'll take the victory in the sprint race. Easily done from his point of view. It's Creations crossing the line in second and third. Is Enesbe, but Armour King and Hurricane jump him.
Positive stays where he is. He's a 10th off.
So it's Positive 6th, Nathan 7th, Basketball Dan 8th, Mantis 9th, Harvey 10th, but no, Smiggy jumps in due to penalties, and it's David at the end with no front wing. Going to take 11th.
Oh, that was some sprint race.
That was eventful, wasn't it?
It was eventful. A lot of incidents that will go to the stewards, for sure. I think that's without a doubt as well.
Oh, and Nesbe saying he got 3 warnings in 1 lap, which obviously gave him that penalty.
I know I'm not racing, but it now feels like I'm starting to sweat. I think that just goes to show how warm it is still in my room. To the point where I've just had to turn my fan on. So if you hear just some like wind coming into the microphone, just blame my fan. Yeah, I do think from sprint race we're going to see a few penalty points handed out.
And it's also given us a nice, I don't know, warm up for the main event here.
Yeah, because if I'm not mistaken, um, Wait, was there any like penalties given out for Las Vegas for Tier 1? I know in Tier 2 there wasn't, but I'm not sure about Tier 1.
Sorry, what was that?
I was just talking about if there was any like penalty points given out for Las Vegas last week in Tier 1.
No, absolutely clean races, both tiers. Which is
Wow.
yeah, once in a blue moon.
And I guess Las Vegas is just an absolute death trap.
Yeah, basically, you just accept what
Just
result you
like
get.
yeah, just like Jeddah. Because
I
that's a
wonder
death trap in its own.
if anyone's going to underfuel here with that
And hope for a
real.
safety car.
Well, yeah, I did last week
I
as
think
well,
so.
knowing that there was going to be a safety car.
I think I still overfueled. I can't remember. Although in a career mode race in Monaco, I underfueled. I was thinking there was going to be a safety car because it's Monaco. 95% AI as well, so I think there would be a safety car. Nothing. So I nearly ran out of fuel, so I just had to lift and coast for like the last few laps. Running in first, next thing you know, George Russell absolutely sends one into La Rascas. And just sends me wide. And
That sounds like real
I lost
life
the
George
race.
Russell. Not a fan.
Mate.
Anyway. Oh, tell them all to ready up then. I wonder what tyres
Well,
we'll be expecting here.
I dare say that because I am a Merc fan, but I dare say that Russell is a little bit of one of those drivers.
He's like
That
Lewis,
goes,
but like ages ago Lewis. I don't mind Lewis as much now.
oh, yeah. I think George just goes for aggressive moves. That's it. But then, yeah, again, so did most of the drivers when they were younger. Anyways, formation lap.
Yeah, so let's bring up tyre details. Yes,
Matthews
and
on
it's
the
a real
softs.
variation. I love it. So Matthew ensuring a good start again off the softs.
Oh, maybe he might get that start, but possible rain? I'm not too sure. Could be rain.
I would have thought if there was rain, the hard runners would have not started on the hards, but
true. But you never know with Imola.
Well, yeah, I guess it's a standard again, medium hard recommended strap, but with obviously a sprint race, you know, you've got some extra tyres to use up or have at your disposal.
Yeah.
I love how the back four have all gone soft, trying to make some moves early doors too.
I'm just reading through the chat and already Titans chicken nuggets.
Brilliant.
When is he not on about chicken nuggets?
Oh, they think a soft medium is doable, looking at those race
Whoa.
strats. So maybe...
That's going to be brave then. Because I don't think the softs will make it that far. And then I don't think the mediums would take them to the end.
Maybe they're expecting the early safety car, though. But we'll see.
Maybe.
As they line up here. I don't really know who to pay attention to, because I'm expecting Matthew to get away here. Maybe Hurricane? Putting pressure on Armour?
Oh, Latifi's left again.
That Storm, again.
That Storm again. I think I've been screwed on the camera here.
No, I haven't. Yes! I've had to stay on Armour King, but we're off and racing very soon. Now! Matthew gets a good start, as you'd expect. Armour's done okay, but he's now going to come under pressure from the Mercedes of Creations.
Yep, and Hurricane staying out of it quite a bit. He took the inside line there. A few cars going a little bit wide as well.
There's a yellow flag early doors.
One of them being David.
Yeah, I think he bailed out of a move, David. Just keeping it alive.
Maybe, but I'm not too sure.
The two Alfa Romeos are at it further back. You can see him round Tosa.
Latifi's back.
Ooh, who's that? Getting out of shape. One of them.
I think it might have been Harvey.
Either way, Matthews built up.
A few cars going wide there.
1.2 second lead.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I think Positive and Nesbe going a little bit wide.
What?
Through turns 9 and 10.
And Smiggy is past Nathan. So he's looking to chase down one of the McLarens.
Yeah, I think Smiggy's going to have to pick up the pace here, because he Creations and McLaren, not McLaren, Mercedes, are battling for top of constructors, aren't they?
That's right. As I've seen Basketball Dan try and apply pressure to Nesbe, but not quite in the position to challenge him. Although Nesbe's gone wide, Basketball Dan's going to go around the outside and through.
That's going to take a big blow for McLaren in the standings. Still currently first by 36 points, but you never know what could happen.
Yeah, no real sign of an early safety car, but it just takes one spin.
Or one crash.
Hurricane trying his best to get past the Haas of Armour King. Armour King got, was it a good second, I think, last week? So, really in good form.
My timing board's gone a little bit.
I think it sorts itself out, and I'm pretty sure. I think
it does it when it gets to the. I think it does it when it gets to the timing line. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, Latifi past Mantis, Alex past Harvey. Keeping an eye on this fight for second. Matthew, 2.7 clear at the front.
Yep, it's. I think it does. Yes, it does. It sorted itself out, so we're good. But Matthew is gone.
Yes, he is. And David looking for a move on Mantis, not to be at the back there.
Yep. Hurricane staying on the back of Armour King. Oh, a little bit of touching going on. Hurricane tapping the rear of Armour King, and Creations is right on the back of that McLaren driver. Just like the McLaren driver is right on the back of the Haas driver.
Yeah, and talking about Mercedes versus McLaren, Smiggy has closed the gap to Nesbe too.
Speaking of Mercedes on McLaren, I think Creations is going to look for a move. Never mind, he's just a bit too far back.
Oh, we've got a real race on our hands between the two teams here.
It's very close. Creations, is he looking for a dive down the inside? He is. Has he got ahead? Not
Oh.
fully, but no. I think he has.
This has let Armour King go a little bit. 7/10 now.
Yeah, but both of them had DRS. And just look at the speeds of Creations.
He's not going to make it work, though.
No.
Smiggy passed Inez Bay, though, in the other battle.
This is a great battle we're witnessing so far between both the Mercedes and the McLaren. Who would have thought?
Yeah, in the middle of it, Positive and Basketball Dan just minding their own business. But Positive has caught up to the back of the McLaren.
Yeah, it wouldn't be surprising if Positive does make the move in, I'd say, what might be the next 2 or 3 laps.
Yeah, Hurricane doesn't want to lose track or lose touch with these two in front of him, though.
Yeah, but it just looks like I think he's just pulled a bit more time from going through the chicane. I think he might have had a better exit than Creations did.
Alex F1.
Because he...
Looking for a way
Is he looking
past
for a
here.
move on the Nesby?
Yeah, quite possibly.
Well, so far, it's been not a bad comeback drive for young Alex.
And further ahead, Hurricane's got past Armour King, as did
And
Creations.
Nesby has got past Smiggy, and so has Alex F1. Oh, and Nesby with a bit of a squiggly exit. Alex is ahead, heading into turn 5, that was. I
Yeah.
almost said turn 6, but turn 6 was the right-hander.
Alex was one of those that started on softs at the back, and he's used that to his advantage. Remember, he qualified actually second, I think it was. So,
He did.
yeah, he is quick at this track.
And it just goes to show he's already pulling out 6/10 to Nesby behind him. I think he's just had a little bit of a rough Aqua Millerani, because now Nesby 2/10 behind.
Nathan passed his teammate there. And Smiggy is right on the back of Nesby.
Yep, and Creations has just pulled out a 1.5 gap and is 1 second behind Matthew.
Is he going to have enough to overtake him, though, into turn 1? I don't think so. No.
No, he didn't have the DRS.
Smiggy
but
and
he's caught up a
Nesby
lot.
do get DRS, but no change of position there.
Yeah, nothing so far. But Creations...
Oh,
I think,
Mansus has lost it!
Oh, no,
Just
he's in the
lost
gravel.
it out of turn 4. Yellow flag only, though.
I think that was the right-hander at turn 3. He might have lost it out of.
But-
Or in this case, no. I'm going to go against what they say. I'm saying that right-hander was turn 2. I'm not counting the little kink of the right-hander on the straight, turn 1. And I'm not calling that little kink at the end of the lap, turn 19. Not at all. So I'm saying there's 17 turns, not 19.
Well, according to you, the last corner, Creations is right on Matthew, but he's got a bad exit, it must be said. Even so...
Yeah, but don't forget he's got DRS. He's going to be faster. And I think the mediums are going to be now faster than the softs.
I think that poor exit has really hampered him, though. He's going to have to wait another lap.
Yeah, and you just have to think, is he also using a little bit of ERS as well?
David looking at the back of Harvey's car, but no move there.
Yep, and I think Nathan's just pulling ahead of Harvey.
Nathan on very different strategy to his teammate.
Yeah, and Smiggy now looking for a move on a Nesby.
Well,
Just like how
Nesby's got his
on Basketball Dan.
ERS light deployed already. 7 laps in. Ooh, a slight touch there.
Oh, a little bit of a slight touch again.
Oh,
Both
keep it
drivers-
clean, boys, please.
Somehow both drivers keep within the lines. I don't know how, but that's just caused Alex F1 to go further ahead now.
Armour King right on the
But
back
his
of
tyres are gonna be
Hurricane.
worn.
I'm going to keep an eye on this one because I think there could be a move it.
Yep.
And Nesbitt gets a 3-second time penalty.
And Nesbitt's in the pits. And
And
Nesbitt's in.
Armour's past Hurricane. So
I think Nesbitt's got a bit of wing damage.
both McLarens not having a good 30 seconds there.
Yeah, and Nesbitt wing damage.
I wonder if he just picked that up on the Mercedes.
I'm not. Maybe. Might have been through turn. Oh,
It's fitted the softs as well, which is very interesting.
I'm
He
surprised
picks
he
up a
hasn't
penalty.
gone for hards. Maybe should have waited for a late safety car, I think.
Unless he's gone for a two-stopper.
Well, maybe he's going to wait. Maybe, but you've got to think, why would he? Because now he's got a 3-second time penalty. And he's 15 seconds behind.
See how quickly he can close that gap. Creations on the back of Matthew. Matthew's still going okay on those softs.
It doesn't look like he's losing much time, well, much speed, but he's losing a lot of time to Creations. I think the changeover point has been and gone, and now the mediums are definitely the faster tyre. But Matthew staying out, 6/10 a gap, and Armour King is just right on the back of this pack.
Positive
So
as
is
well
Hurricane.
on Hurricane.
Yep, and here comes Positive. Is he going to make the move into turn 2? Or turn 1?
No, he backed
Whichever
out
way you
of
want
it.
to see
Fair
it.
enough.
There we go.
It's as you were at the front. Oh, mind
Yeah.
you, the other Haas driver has made an overtake before turn 1. David through on Harvey.
Yep, and a 2.2 second gap to Nathan ahead, who's just got a bit of clean air in front of him. So, oh, that's a bit of a spin for Nathan.
Oh.
Nathan's had a spin on exit of turn 6. I think that's just hampered his tyres just a little bit as well.
All the action's mainly at the front though.
Yeah.
Creations, I think, has lost a little bit of time to Matthew.
Yeah, I think it might have been through Sector 2. I think Matthew might just have it through Sector 2. I think he might just be carrying a bit more speed through Aqua Millerani, and that's just causing him to go further ahead a little bit.
And Hurricane's lost out to Armour King as well, so he won't have any DRS to defend against Positive.
Nope. But it's whether the fact Positive is just a bit too far behind. And I think he is. Yes, he is.
No change in the order there. Alex F1 on the back of Smiggy. Those two have already come together tonight.
But look at the gap between the top 3. He's 4-5 roundabout.
Yeah, so you think those soft tyres have definitely dropped off now.
Yeah.
Love how they're all
They
on
are
different
going
strategies,
strong.
to be fair.
Get one of the softs, one of the mediums, one of the hards.
Oh, as we just
You'd
seen
love to see
Hurricane run
it.
wide. David hasn't dropped Harvey. Harvey keeping him honest, and Creation picks up
Creation's
the first
3-second
penalty at the front.
Yeah, I was right. Matthew just pulls ahead through Sector 2 and Aqua Millerani.
Hurricane picks up a
Hurricane
penalty,
now.
and there's a yellow flag as
And
well.
that's Harvey.
Harvey, I jinxed him,
I think he did.
and it's a safety car.
And a safety car.
So Matthew,
You would think if you're on the softs right
surely
now,
Matthew's got to go in.
Box. Yeah, Matthew's in.
I'd
This
say
is
Creations goes
daylight.
in. Armour's doing it as well.
This is daylight for Matthew, I think.
Everyone pitting, it seems.
Is anybody going to be brave and daring and stay out?
No, I think everyone's got a pit here.
We'll see. I'm just going to look at Nathan because I'm not sure if he's going to go in or stay out.
Even his hards are 9 laps. Surely he just gets a fresh pair of boots on.
Ooh.
It was as you were then. at the front. No changes due to the pit stops.
None at all, and this is
Oh,
hampering
see
an Esbe.
David has got new front wing fitted though.
An
Nesbe.
Esbe 5-second time
Oh.
penalty. This has hampered him.
I wonder if he may go in and then go in again then. And serve that. And Nesbe jumps Harvey in the pits.
Yeah, they double stacked at Alfa Romeo, and it's caused them to lose time and lose a few positions as well. Well, especially for Harvey. He's lost positions to Mantus and Nesbe.
So, no one on the softs then.
Yep, I do think that those on the hards, I don't think they'd have to box again, unless there's a late safety car. I think they might be good to go to the end.
Yeah, I think you might be right, and that's where the armour strategy starting on the hards has hampered him a little bit.
Yeah, but like I said, I think this is absolute daylight for Matthew.
Yeah, the fact that some of his rivals here have got penalties too.
For example, Creations, Nesbe, and who else?
Even Positive has, in a way. Obviously, might be fighting for the win later on in the race. So
Maybe in comes Nesbe.
yeah, so he's going to serve that. I imagine get onto the mediums.
He is.
Oh, and they're 7-lap old mediums. I don't know if that's actually ended up being a good idea for him. As Latifi and David have just switched positions. So Latifi not here.
I'll tell you what, no, I don't think it is the right thing for Nesbe. He's going to have to box again, I think.
Yeah, but I got a feeling the safety car is going to come in.
Yeah, I think so too.
This might have gone completely wrong for McLaren.
And this is going to absolutely hamper them in the standings.
Yeah, you would have thought the aces are held by the Mercedes team in that fight, with them being 2nd and 8th currently.
Yeah, and if you are Creations right now, you're going to have to want to get ahead of Matthew and just fly into the distance. But the speed that Matthew has right now, this race, I think it might just be a bit too much.
Oh, and Nesbe 3
And
seconds
Nesbe.
behind the safety car, trying to catch it up.
And the safety car is coming in.
Oh, it's just gone wrong from the McLaren team here.
It has, especially for a Nesbe, because this is going to hamper him in the standings as well.
Yeah, he's definitely going to have to box at some stage again.
He will do, because there's no way those 7-lap old mediums are going to go to the end. And has Matthew gone? Matthew's gone.
So it's a decent start from him, but Creations has built up a gap as well. Move further back. Mantis has fallen down the order. Positive's looking for a move. Harvey's now falling down the
Nesbe's
order.
got past 2. And Matthew going strong now.
Positive past Hurricane. So another McLaren's gone backwards there.
Yeah, well, currently Armour King and Positive are on the faster tyres. But give it until, I'd say, like lap 19, lap 20, the hards are going to be the quicker tyre.
Thanks F1 looking racy again. Trying to apply pressure to Basketball Dan. He's quietly going about his business.
I think the smart thing to do if you are Alex, or maybe even Smiggy, is... Never mind, I was just about to say wait until the straight. The big straight, that is, but never mind, get past him now, because he's now got a 3-second time penalty.
David, another one with a penalty. Penalties starting to rack up now across the field.
And now Alex to charge down Hurricane. 8 tenths the gap between them two. 7 tenths the gap between Alex and Smiggy.
And Armour only 2 tenths back from Creations. Armour's going to go for it with the faster tyres here.
And he's
and
passed.
Through.
And now off to go catch Matthew.
I wouldn't be surprised all 3 of these are in the same Xbox party.
Well, normally people are, aren't they, when it comes to these races? Well, normally the drivers are anyways. Not me. I'm normally just by myself.
As Nathan picks up a penalty. Another one. Racking some extra time up.
Yep, and is it next lap that DRS is opened?
Yeah,
It is.
I think
isn't
so.
It? Yeah. If it was this lap, then Hurricane wouldn't be getting any.
So Nesbe's actually on
He's
6 seconds. I've just flicked over to the penalty page.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, Alex does look pretty quick.
Yeah, he's quickly closed the gap on the McLaren in front of him.
I like how, like most drivers, are wearing the Max Verstappen helmet from Miami. It's a nice helmet, but creativity's not there.
Nathan on the AI of Latifi. Surely we'll get past here.
Yep, and an easy move it is. Round the outside, and ahead goes Nathan.
Armour really trying to apply pressure to Matthew here.
And Nathan looked for a move, and he's lost out to an Nesbe.
Through.
Yeah,
Mantis
I think.
through on Latifi.
Yeah, I think what Nathan tried to do is he was looking for a move on David, just a bit too far back. Had to brake hard because he was at a awkward angle there, and it's just cost him a place to an Esbe. But it doesn't look like an Esbe is getting away that quick.
Probably has to look after those tyres, doesn't he?
Yeah, because they are 10 laps old. And a bit of a squiggly exit as well for him. But out at the front, Matthew's going strong on those hards. But DRS wide open now. And a chance to catch for Armour King. Not going to do it before the right-hander, the left-hander, sorry.
Yeah, just keeping in touch with him though. We'll just keep on getting that DRS. As David and Basketball Dan are very close together. No move there though.
Yeah, like I said, I think it's just through Aqua Millerani where Matthew just gains a lot of time.
David is through on Basketball Dan. In the last part of Sector 1.
We'll have a look at Matthew on through Aqua Millerani, see if he gains time there. If not, then I don't know where he gains the time from.
Maybe he's just using ERS a bit more tactically.
Let's see. Yeah, there you go. It's through Aqua Millerani. He just carries more speed. Because that was 0.225, the gap before Aqua Millerani. Now it's 4.6.
And Nesbe through on Basketball Dan as well. Just before
Yep, and I think this might be
Oh.
Armour King's chance.
Basketball Dan runs wide, gets away with it.
Yep, and Mantis right on the back of Nathan.
Armour King eyeing up a move here. Pulls to the left
And
of Matthew
Armour King is through.
The Haas driver leads
Like I said,
the race.
Yeah. Like I said, I think wait until lap 19, lap 20, those hards are going to be the quicker tyre.
And it's F1.
But Armour King...
Find his way past Hurricane for now.
Just going to have to stay behind. Maybe wait until next lap.
Good few
Because
battles
Hurricane,
across it.
Yeah, Hurricane just staying nicely on... Well, I say he's on the edge. Positive going a little bit wide there.
And Mantis and Nathan going side by side through Tosa. All the way up. through to the long left-hander, and Nathan holds 11th.
Tell you what, Nathan's doing pretty well. But he is blinking. He's been using.
Yeah. I guess that's what you got to do as well. Just make sure you use ERS effectively here.
Yeah. Because if not, then it's going to be game over early. But now Matthew, a chance to catch up to Armour King and overtake before turn 2. Will he make it around the outside maybe? No, he will not.
No, good idea.
Just a bit
back
too
out
far
of that
back.
one, I
And
think.
this is,
yep.
Yeah, and I think this is going to cause Creations to just catch up a little bit. But don't forget, he does have that time penalty.
Nathan on Mantis. Oh, sorry, Basketball Dan. Mantis also trying his luck. Positive gets a 3-second time penalty. Oh, Basketball Dan. Yeah, round.
I'll be honest, I'm not too sure who was at fault.
Oh, I didn't really see the incident. The cameras weren't the greatest. It's a yellow flag still.
But no safety car. And Armour King has survived so far, currently, the onslaught by Matthew.
Yeah, and in fact, Creations is in the fight again.
Yeah. But like we said, and Nesbe 3-second time penalty. It's not going well for him. It's just not his day today, is it?
Mantis picks up now 3 seconds. Penalty really racking up. Take note, tier 2 drivers. Keep it clean.
Oh, trust me, I'm already taking note.
Matthew, can he get round Armour King? He's going to try round the outside here.
It's going to be close.
Oh, they touched. It means
Creations sneaks through.
What a flashpoint that is. Armour King's going to be raging.
Yeah, I didn't have the best camera angle there. I can't remember which driver it was last season in Imola, but I remember they spun on turn 1 as well. I think it might have been. I'm not too sure. I'll have a quick check.
It means that Positive's now into 4th. Hurricane 3rd.
So, never mind. I thought it was Armour King who.
That's Mantis. Mantis got it wrong.
Oh no!
Lost his front
wing. A safety car. Safety car, boys. Drop the pace.
So what do you do here?
What do you do? If you have another set of mediums, I think slap them on.
Yeah, I think so. That's what Creations and Matthew are probably looking to do here.
Hurricane, Positive, Alex.
Oh, Smiggy going for it.
Smiggy's brave.
Creations gone for the softs.
Has gone soft.
So's Positive. Oh, Hurricane, has he fitted a set of 10-lap-old mediums here? Oh no! Another McLaren's had an absolute grueler in the pit stops.
Oh, no. Latifi's carried on, but he's not here.
Matthew's taken the net, well, not the net lead, because I guess Smiggy and Latifi would carry on, but
I'll tell you what, I think Matthew and Alex are in prime position here of getting a 1-2.
I'm thinking, how's Creations dropped so much? Did he get held up in the pits there?
Wing change, I think.
Oh, was it a wing change?
I'll have a look.
A lot of them have fitted the softs, though.
Yes, it was a front wing change.
Oh, so that's cost him a few places here.
It's cost him a total of 6 places.
Armour King's totally lost out, but there are a lot of penalties around him.
Yep. And I think currently prime position, well, like I said, Matthew, and I'm going to say Alex as well. Although Positive is going to be flying off the safety car restart, he's on the softs. They're not going to make it to the end.
Well, a lot of people seem to think they will, but they won't be very good at the end of their stint.
I don't think they'll make it. Well, they will make it. Just that, like you said, they won't be. They won't have the pace.
Be interesting to
Or
see how
maybe.
Smiggy gets
Let me
along.
just check.
Really.
We'll have to see. Hurricane back in the pits.
So to get those mediums off.
He's gone for softs. Well, I think this has been the first time this race that both Mercedes drivers are ahead of both McLaren drivers.
Yeah. So in terms of that, yeah, they're certainly gonna retake the lead in the standings.
Yeah, because at the moment, one of those Mercedes drivers is P1.
But still, 12 laps at Imola can produce a lot of drama, as we saw in the sprint race, which was only 11. So
Yeah. And speaking of which, there's 12 laps left currently. I think the safety car might be coming in this lap.
yeah, everyone's caught up. So
Yep, and Fulham Chelsea has just started, and I'm hoping for a big game for one Thiago Silva because he's in my fantasy team.
that's well done. Mantis side by side for whatever reason there. I think Mantis is letting the other two through. As he drops to the
Maybe.
back.
But now it's going to be up to Smiggy when to go. And he's gone.
Yeah, definitely looks like it. So Smiggy through. Matthew will get past the ghost of Latifi.
Yep. But he's had to wait until the timing line. Otherwise, he'd have to give the place back, actually.
And Nesbate trying his luck past one of the Haas's. It's David that he's side by side with, but they're through. Alex F1 now gets past Latifi.
Yep, and Positive is right on the back of that Williams.
Oh, David gets past a Nesbate again. Creations past
Ooh.
Latifi now.
Let's see what David can do against the Nesbe. Can he defend well?
I wonder if Smiggy's going to play the team game once again for Creations.
What, you think he's going to hold Matthew up?
Yeah, I think that could be a ploy as Basketball Dan gets 3 seconds.
I think that would be the smart thing to do.
David gets past the Ghost and Nesbe gets past the Ghost. Basketball Dan passes Harvey.
Yeah, it would be the smart thing to do. It would be the smart thing to do to play the team game, but I do think that the Williams and the Red Bull, maybe even the AlphaTauri, are just going to zoom by because of those worn tyres that Smiggy is on. And
gets
speaking
past
of which,
into 8th. Smiggy.
Yeah, and Matthew is back into the lead.
Oh, Positive's going to try his luck too. No, backs out of that. So Matthew retakes the lead at Imola.
Yeah. Good defending there by Smiggy on Positive.
Basketball down Armour King side by side. Oh, a little bit of contact, but we're all still going.
Yep, and I think Creations might know. But Creations might just have the nick on Alex there. Might have just got past him, but he hasn't. And Armour King getting past
again.
Yep.
Fighting it out.
Harvey's got past the Ghost now.
Smiggy lost track or lost touch with Matthew. Was it right on his tail?
Yeah, I think it might have been a good run for Smiggy, but here comes Positive.
As Hurricane gets past his mate Basketball Dan. Positive past Smiggy before the pit straight.
Yep.
Oh, and here we go. The two behind Smiggy though, including his teammate. Now we're trying to get past.
Yep, Alex is passed. And his Creations passed. Creations is passed.
Yeah,
Miggy backing off
yeah, I think
to
that was
let
a
his
team
teammate
move.
by.
Yeah. So now
Yeah,
Smiggy will
but
try
that
and
might have
hold
just
up the
hampered him.
McLaren.
Well, he's going to have to because of the constructors.
Yeah, but obviously Inesbe has those 9 seconds of penalties.
Yeah, that's going to see him drop to around about 12th, I think. Maybe even more.
Meanwhile, the other McLaren's stuck behind the 2 Haas's. Harvey's past Mantus.
Yeah, and Matthew's now got a 1.6 gap ahead. Alex is closing in on positive. Like I said, I think
Oh, and Smiggy picks up
Smiggy
a
now with
penalty.
3 seconds.
Craven, crumbling, should I say, under a little bit of pressure there. Still done a
We're going
good
to have to
job for
wait and see.
Creation's mind. There's a 2-second gap between the 2 Mercedes.
He's defending well, but don't forget there is DRS this lap. And Smiggy has none of it.
Yeah, and Nesbe gets past his former teammate. 2 Haas drivers swapping positions. Oh! There goes a bit of front wing.
I think Armor King outbraked himself as David goes down the inside of Smiggy. Smiggy loses a place to David, and now might lose a place to Hurricane. As Hurricane goes round the outside and just has the better traction. And here comes Basketball Dan now, ahead of Smiggy.
Yeah, it's a bit of a copycat when Smiggy stayed out on the inters last week. It's just hemorrhaging time now, but he's done his teammate a big favour, it must be said.
Yeah, because now Creations is on the back of Alex, and Esbe is 2 seconds behind. I do think Creations is on for a good result here.
Yeah, despite his 3-second time penalty, he is looking at a podium as it stands still.
Yep. And Alex, it looks like he's going strong as well. Right on the back of positive. Just losing a little bit of time through the first 3 corners. Armor King retired.
Retires in the pits for Armor King.
At 1.7 the gap in front. They're scratched out 1.8 now.
It's Alex F1.
Alex just go on.
Yeah, I was just going to say, he got out of that corner a bit squirrely, but he's maintaining that 3rd place for now.
Yep, and it's going to be close, I think, between these two. Between Alex and Creations, that is. On track, I don't know who's going to finish ahead, but we will know that. I think right now Alex will, if he doesn't get a time penalty, will finish ahead of positive.
Yeah, Matthew, though, in a race of it on his own at the minute. I think that wing change has really hurt Creations, to be fair. Hurricane sets the fastest lap.
I just felt like being cheeky and just wanted to see how many warnings there were.
As Harvey gets past Smiggy now. Smiggy going backwards. Two McLarens
and
staying in formation.
Alex just losing a little bit of time. And wait, did Hurricane get a time penalty? Did he just get one right now? Am I missing something?
I don't know.
I'm just having a look. On lap 24, Smiggy got a 3-second time penalty, so I think I'm not too sure. I can't remember.
Either way, Alex F1 still staying within that second gap. Is actually half a second to positive, so we could see a move coming here down the pit straight.
Oof. Yeah, he was very close to the edge of the track there, which would have caused him to get a warning. I'm not sure if he has had
Hurricane
one
gets past his
because
teammate.
yeah, I think they're gonna leave it for
Oh, Alex F1 gets past,
no,
but gets a
Alex.
penalty. And Positive has also lost a place to Creations. So I wonder if Positive made an error.
I think so, and I was just about to say Alex was one track limits warning away from a 3-second time penalty, and there you go.
Well, now Creations will really apply the pressure.
He will, because now he knows that he's still within for a fight, but we have got, let's say that's 6 laps remaining. I could be wrong. No, 5 laps. Or 4.5 laps then.
As Nathan picks up a penalty. David loses a place to the Alfa Romeo of Harvey. As who's that's gone wide? Basketball Dan.
Yeah, I think Mantis might just be going for maybe the fastest lap now, but I don't think he's going to get it. He has
Creations
to be
shaping up for a move here. Into second. Gets it before they even get to turn 1. And Positive is also through.
No, Alex! No! Although I do think Alex is still on the faster tyre. Right now. I wish there was a option where you could have a look at what their last lap time was, but you can't, so that's a shame. Would be cool.
If we just had that.
Yeah,
easier
if you're
to
listening to
hand.
this.
Yeah.
Give it to us.
And McLaren's almost catching up to Alex F1 it. Harvey picks up a 3-second time penalty.
Yeah, I think it was Smiggy who was the one that didn't need to get a time penalty, because I think if he didn't get that time penalty, then he would be within,
I think he's still jumping Harvey and Basketball Dan potentially here, as David gets another penalty, so he's jumping at them as well. Stu McLaren swap positions again.
Right, time to have a look at penalties. He's going to jump Enespe, Basketball Dan, David, Harvey.
Yeah, so he's still making a lot of places up.
Actually, no, maybe. I'm not sure about Enespe anymore.
No, I don't think so, because Basketball Dan's 6 seconds away from Hurricane.
Well, unless Enespe gets another time penalty.
David's overtaken Basketball Dan.
Yeah, and both McLaren's really catching.
Oh, Mantis.
Mantis is retired.
Retired in the pits.
No, give us safety. Chelsea are 1-0 up. I didn't think I'd be cheering for Chelsea at all. But there we go.
In a relegation scrap in West London.
It was the overpriced winger that scored.
Mudrick.
There's no way he's worth 100 mil.
Hurricane gets past Enespe. And then Enespe is going to have the DRS though. They're both flashing. We enter the penultimate lap. Positive Creation side by side. Positive through. There's an Alpine going very slow.
Yeah, but he's got a 6-second time penalty as well. So that's going to cause him to drop outside of the top 5.
Yeah.
No, top 4.
Top 4.
Yes, because I nearly forgot that Nesbe was on a 9-second time penalty. Somehow.
Dan trying to keep David honest on lap 31 here, and Smiggy doing his best to apply pressure to Harvey.
Yeah, I think Smiggy could get the maximum of a P7 here. Yeah, P7 for Smiggy.
It might be enough for Mercedes' jump as Basketball Dam picks up another penalty.
Well, we'll have to see if it's going to be enough, because, frankly, it's going to be close.
Creations,
Oh,
yeah,
it's
will get
2-0
P2.
Chelsea.
But Creations will be under pressure here from Alex F1.
Ooh.
But
And Creations
going to
getting
go
back
for a
past
move.
positive.
Pass positive. Does it. No dramas. Alex F1 stays behind positive. That could be crucial as well in how that plays out in the end on this final lap.
Yep, and Matthew is gone. But I do think, not positive, Alex might.
Oh, and Nesbe, another 3-second time penalty.
Smiggy, up the pace. If Smiggy knows about Nesbe's his fourth 3-second time penalty, Smiggy must be thinking, right, time to step on it.
Basketball Dam gets past David, but there are 3 seconds time penalties separating them anyway. Positive gets a 3-second time penalty. There's a real shake-up here in the order.
What are you doing, lads?
Matthew goes round turn 18, and he will take home the on-track victory at Imola. The Williams wins.
Creations will stay second. And Alex is back on the podium.
Alex F1 takes third, Hurricane fourth, Positive fifth. Basketball Dam has lost it at the second Ravazza.
You can't script this.
And so I don't know what the final standings are. And Nesbe takes sixth.
Smiggy seventh.
His penalties.
Alex F1, driver of the day. I agree so very much. But some race that was.
Oh, yeah. If we weren't looking at gaps, we were looking at overtakes and incidents. So that was entertaining, to say the least.
It was. But that's Matthew, after not racing last week in Tier 1, to finishing the race on top.
Yeah, welcome back to Tier 1 racing. He will strengthen that fight for second from his point of view.
Yeah, he's had a bit of an absence from the top step. He was last on the top step in China.
But it's Matthew, then Creations, Alex F1 third, Hurricane, Positive, and Nesbe, Smiggy, David, Harvey, Nathan, Basketball Dam, and then Latifi will be DSQ'd. Mantis retiring with 3 laps to go, Armour King, the real DNF. But yeah.
There was another 3.4 seconds between Smiggy and Nesbe.
Oh, I just wonder if there will be any more interventions from the stewards that might even change those results.
Oh, yeah. Basketball Dan's just saying in the Tier 1 chat, I am stupid.
Yes, Charles.
Pepsi saying, so track limits are important at Imola. No. For me, what's important at Imola is figure out when to stop when going into the pits.
Remember what tyres you've got available.
Yes.
But yeah.
Anyway, so that was a fun race.
That was a fun race. You can catch Tier 2 tomorrow round Imola, 7 o'clock, same time. No idea who's on comms, but that's part of the excitement. We'll see, but you'll see mine and Azure's 1-2 if you want to have a watch of that. But thanks for joining us tonight. Say that was a fun race. Any last thoughts, Azure?
Just be careful of track limits. That's all.
And for Azure's word of the week next time, yeah, tune in next week for the final race of the season, where we will be ending the season at Silverstone. Tier 1 kick-off on the 9th of October at 7 o'clock for that. So, yeah, it will be a bit of a celebration, a bit of an occasion. But, yeah, and the season is very close. But, yeah, thanks for joining us for round 13 anyway. That was fun, as I say. And this will soon get uploaded to YouTube, and you can watch it all back when that's been uploaded and the results have been finalised. So yeah, we'll see you tomorrow, and then we'll see you next week for one last time in season 8. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you soon.
Bye bye.